Hey, what's good? This is Brittany Sunshine with Seed, Soil, Water, where we align with divine revelation for deeper roots and brighter blooms. And I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. And shout out to all of the new subscribers. I am so grateful that you pushed that button. It really does help the channel and help people find us. So 75% of you have not pushed that little subscribe button. And I just want to request that you would take a second and do that, as it would really level me up in my business and in the channel. It would put me into a different, I don't know, category, I guess, that would open up some opportunities for the channel and for me to reach people in a different way. So if you would take a second and do that, I would really greatly appreciate it. I was feeling like, as I was talking, I'm being called to this card and it's a leg up. So yes, please give the channel a leg up. Give the collective, give people a chance to find us here. I do believe that the spirit has great messages for us. So anyway, it's so sweet. It's a mama polar bear in all of her glory with a little baby that's climbing up on her. So I appreciate all of you, soul family that is supporting the channel here and supporting me. If you knew my life, you would know that a lot came against me to try and keep me from getting here. And she's just queen of the bounce back. So what can I say? Anyway, I have a message for you, okay? I have a message for you. So listen to this. First of all, we give thanks. We give thanks to the glory. We give thanks to the infinite intelligence that leads us. One of the things I've been saying lately is thank you, infinite intelligence, for leading me to make the next most profitable decision. Thank you for infinite intelligence for informing me of like what is the next right decision to make, like what is the next most informative decision to make. So you can add that into your thank you affirmations or maybe your scripting letter. It's been something that's been illuminated to me, and I believe that it's actually really helping me to make the next most important decision. 222. So listen, your name is being mentioned in rooms that you're not in. And this is in a good way. This is in a your gifts make room for you kind of thing. As in, like, your divine identity is maturing in such a way. Ooh, I feel the message coming in. Your divine identity is maturing in such a way that you are being seen by eyes. Like, you are being seen in a way that, like, people couldn't see you before. When you were just in prep school, when you were just in like boot camp, you know, when you were just going through all the levels in order to mature into the person that would be ready to carry the torch in the way that you are about to, or that you are right now. Congratulations, new book, new season, it's time, it's here. Now all of a sudden, it's like, maybe in rooms you kind of felt invisible, and now all of a sudden people are seeing you and interacting with you in a different kind of way. And it's like, and you're like, what's going on? Like, you can feel the shift internally, but it's also, I'm feeling this so heavy. It's so good. It's just like graduation season. It's like crowning season, you know? Okay. Justice is being served. And so, like, how do we say this? Like, how do we talk about this? On the one hand, from outside of time, we all knew what we would come up against when we entered the game of Earth School. Like, we all knew what we were going to be, that we were going to experience this whole wide spectrum of experiences. We knew that it was going to be wild. We knew that we were going to go through all of the emotions. And we knew that there was also, like, that we were here to transmute darkness. Like, we were here to transmute pollution. But we were also going to have the full human experience. And, like, some of that comes with shadow, which is not darkness. It's not bad. It's not evil. It's just like the shadow stuff that comes with your body, with your soul indwelling in a human vessel. It's just part of it. There's a shadow now, you know? And like, it's this whole thing where your soul goes into this school mode, where your soul goes into this maturation process. And I just want to say congratulations, because you're a finisher. You are a finisher. Oh my gosh. Can I just get on my soapbox right now and just say thank you for being a finisher? Thank you on behalf of the collective for being a finisher, because you know how many people have sat down on the bench and are like whatever story they've told themselves, they're not in the game anymore. Or whatever thing has lulled them to sleep and they're not in the game anymore, or whatever distraction has like vice that has like caught hold of their flesh suit or their mind, and they are not in the game anymore. And so you are a finisher, and that is why your name is being mentioned in rooms that you're not in. People are able to see you. It's like all of a sudden you're illuminated in a way, on a whole different level, on a different vibrational frequency than you ever were before, because you're a finisher. And now justice is being served. Back to what I was just saying about how do I put it into words about how we knew we were going to come here. We knew it was going to be gnarly. And yet also some of the things that we went through were not just. Like, it was not how it should have gone. Like, those betrayals, those attacks, those like just straight up deception, like that is not the portion of the light workers of God's kids that came through here to transmute the darkness. And yet we came in order to do the work, and we knew it was going to be gnarly, and we knew that we were going to run into battles and stuff, and yet there comes a time where vibrationally we have transmuted enough beep to now have like this clarity of sight, this clarity of vision, this clarity of hearing. We know the voice, we know the sound, and we know the intuition. And it's like, okay, like I've fully lived through enough things where it's like, I will never be fooled in that way again. And it puts you in position to freaking rule, to be an emperor, to be an empress, to actually, and I'm getting Aries season all over this, because isn't the emperor and Aries like in association with Aries? And we're in Aries season. We just stepped into it. This is a timeless reading. This is still for you, and this is for your life whenever it comes to you. But for those who are going to catch it on the first round, we are about to have a new moon, when this whole, it's just like energetically, atmospherically, it's just big deal, okay? It's big deal. And you probably went through seasons of confusion and brokenness, and yet you're still running your race. You're still running your race, and you've been doing that healing work. Who does that healing work? Okay. By the way, this morning I was singing to my kids, today's a great day to have a great day. Today's a great day to have a great day. So we need to make that song. Okay, I have so many songs. I just need to be able to put them all in a mix. That's one of the many things I'm learning right now, is like, okay, no, nobody cares. Okay, the third eye. Go ahead and continue visualizing. Where does my help come from? It comes where I look to the hills. Like, it's like funny that scripture is like literally telling you how to activate your third eye in order to manifest, in order to tune in order to see through your eye that sees. For an eye, you notice in that scripture, it's eye singular, not eyes. It's eye. Okay, so anyone that tries to say that activating the third eye is like evil, who would tell you that? Who would try and tell you that to keep you from tapping into all of your spiritual gifts? Probably somebody that's not on your team. Okay, so enough of that. So you have ran your race, and you are coming through those seasons of confusion and brokenness. Wow, what I'm hearing is like those seasons of confusion and brokenness, this whole moment that we're in of like shutting an entire book and opening a new book, it is finally time that you are not going to be reliving different versions of that same thing anymore. This is important. Are you listening? I mean this in the nicest sort of way. I don't mean to sound so bossy, but I am bossy, and I'm Aries, and like my Aries season is about to be activated on a whole new way. So I apologize in advance, and I'm also not sorry. Okay. 919. Okay. So this is the moment. This is what the message is. This is so important. Is that this is the announcement that you are no longer going to be, you should not be living the confusion and brokenness seasons anymore. This is your announcement that you should not be living your confusion and brokenness seasons anymore. But here's the catch. The catch is that if you do not know how to shift into your divine identity using universal principles that are already written into the fabric of creation. If you don't know how to do that, your body will continue keeping the same score and repeating the same story. And that's why I read on this channel Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza, because you've memorized a narrative and it's not just mentally, it's subconscious, unconscious, in the very cells of your being. It's not just about what you've been through, it's about things you've inherited through lineage, it's through also just misperceived, misremembered like things. And so you have got to write a new story. You have to intentionally write a story. It's our privilege, it's our responsibility, and it's part of being the winner, the finisher of the game. So this message is for you no matter what. And maybe you need to sign up for my weekly workshops and sign up for the Identity Shift workshop, or work with me directly through Alchemize, the Ascension coaching program, in order to figure out how to step into that next level of divine identity, so that you are not just on repeat going around the same mountain. There are actual things you can do to break out of that pattern and elevate, ascend. So, make sure that you do that. If you don't know how to do that, okay, just at the very least, subscribe. And this is a caterpillar to butterfly like process. And the caterpillar and the butterfly, the caterpillar becoming a butterfly. Sorry, I was just remembering. Was it the dragonfly or the butterfly? One of them resists the transition. So, but the point is, the caterpillar to butterfly, I feel like that's very much like just this like biological thing that happens automatically at a certain time. And with humans and our free will choice, it's not this automatic thing that happens. You have to pursue the mystery and go after the work of healing and do the work of healing and get in there. And it's wonderful, it's fun, and it's worth it, because on the other side of that is your most satisfied, like fully realized, fully in love with yourself, not in a bad way, in a great way, fully not codependent on other people and not sick for the vices, and just like it's just like the most satisfying thing to be in your full divine identity. Okay, that's what you want. So take the trip. Take the trip. And the caterpillar to butterfly thing happens, a lot of that has to do with your root chakra healing and yeah, okay. What I'm hearing on this is like it's something that stability, that sense of stability, if you don't have that healed in your root chakra, it will hold you back from being able to manifest your divine identity the way that God intended you to, the way the Creator intended you to, the way your higher self intended you to, because so long as we feel unstable at the root, think about it. It's a root system. Think about a plant or a tree. Like if the roots are rotten or sick or not tended to, then the whole rest of the growth is inhibited. I think so. You're gonna have to say no to some things, okay? That's this new journey that you're on is going to require you to say no to some things in order to be able to manifest the fullness of your next level self. And it's going to be manifestation come to fruition. Like that's your portion. I feel your spirit team, chills. I feel your spirit team like just being like, do it. Like we're cheering for you. You have backup. You have everything you need. The only thing that has to be activated is your own currency of faith and your own free will. Those are the things. So it's an ongoing thing, and energetically, we can get into it more through the workshops and through Ascension, Alchemize program. But it's like there's like vibration, law of vibration, the law of assumption, the law of and then there's scripture principles that we know, like speak something that is as though it's not. And faith 111, Hebrews 1:11, faith is the currency of things hoped for, it's the evidence of things unseen. So there's like levels to this, and there's things you got to learn, and then you have to figure out how to implement them into your life, into your time box. Like we have a 24-hour day, and I remember when I was first on my very first beginning parts of this journey, I was like, I made it like a game to be like, how many ways can I insert truth frequency things in replacement of lower vibrational things, you know? And so I would just like start switching my videos that I'd watch, or I'd switch the songs that I was listening to, or I'd switch what I did in those like couple hours of downtime. And I just made it a game to be like, how, and it's like weird because, you know, you're addicted to all of that garbage stuff. So I just eased myself into it, and I would still let myself watch the garbage, whatever, sometimes, but I would ease myself into it. And what is for you is this gold and the sun. So like gold, like pure gold. Refiner's fire, my heart's one desire is to be. I don't even think gold is in that, but that's what I'm hearing is like, you know, that burning, like you'll get to this point, like I said at the beginning, where when you are a finisher and you've applied these few universal principles, it like literally burns off all of the pollutions, and it turns you into this gold achiever that's able to be a completionist, that's able to manifest, that's able to vibrationally align and match the desires of your heart. And they're for you, and they're meant for you, and like this is not a trick. And it's like suffering is, yeah, it's part of the thing in order to get here, so that your heart is in alignment, your heart chakra is healed and will desire the right things. Like that's part of it. Like the creator cares about us, so we're sent here, and we need to burn off all of the garbage in order to align with the things that our hearts would desire, the things that don't destroy us. Because like manifestation works no matter what. So if you are a sick individual, you're going to keep magnetizing toward the sick things that keep you sick, because that's the vibrational signature that you're sending out. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. And the sun card, you know, the sun in the tarot is like the most positive card in the deck. It means like good, the good, you know? So that's what's for you. You got to trust. I remember going through this too. Okay, I'm going to share a little bit of a personal story, but the point is, there was something that was like one of my preferred things, and it's not like bad in itself. It's just like it was a thing that had become a crutch, or like a vice. Like it's something I had become dependent on, and I remember not liking that I was dependent on it. And I remember, but I was also like pissed. I was like arguing with God. I was like, why can't I just have this one thing I want? You know, like it's my one stress reliever. Why do you care? And I remember God saying, do you not trust me that I can give you something better than that? Like if you were to just hand that over to me once and for all and go through the work that it takes to like release it, do you not believe that I can't replace that with something better? And let me tell you what, the liberation from the thing that I thought I wanted and needed so bad, the thing that I thought was my like stress relief, it, you know, it was one of those like I thought I had it but it had me kind of thing, like that whole deal. And it, you know, and it was something that was socially acceptable, socially like whatever. So it wasn't noticeable by anybody else, but this was just an internal thing that I had. And then all of a sudden, when I finally was like, yeah, actually I do trust you to give me something better. And so then it's like the liberation on the other side, 1818, the liberation to that came on the other side of that, was like living in the milk and honey card. Okay, land of milk and honey. And that is what your portion is. This is for you. This is intended for you. It's so cute. And there's a little baby elephant that's like swimming in the milk and honey. And there's a rainbow here. Some people are about to have rainbow babies. And like, hey, getting rid of those vices or whatever, that might be part of it. Like that's going to get you there. So anyway, the land of milk and honey is just it's the most abundant. You know, think about how honey is like a superfood. The bees are freaking geniuses. And honey, you could live off of honey. If you had nothing else, you could live off of honey for a while. Like it's pretty amazing. And milk, you know, means that your things are going well for you with your farm animals. Milk means that you got farm animals, that they're making babies, and that you've got milk coming, okay? Like it's like a signature of multiplication. So anyway, let it be so. Be blessed, be well, be free, and I will catch you on the next one.